talked about with our children how they have hypocrite radar, right? And how words don't mean all that much, actions speak a lot louder. We talked at one point about it with our spouses, and how what we do speaks volumes more than what we just say. We want to say it and do it, but we definitely need to do it. We've talked about brothers and sisters in Christ, about how that same fact is true. Now, if it's true of brothers and sisters in Christ, if it's true of our spouses, if it's true of our children, how much more true is it of the unbeliever that our actions speak louder than our words? And let me tell you something, brothers and sisters, they are paying attention to you when you don't know that they're paying attention to you. And that's when they're really making their choices. For instance, what words do you use when you speak? Are you positive? Are you speaking well? Are you bringing love? Are you offering solutions? Or are you mean and nasty and full of profanity? Which are they seeing? When you don't know they're looking, which are you seeing? How do you spend your time? Is it with your family? Is it in the Word? Is it in prayer? Is it helping others? Or is it carousing down at the bars? Or is it getting in fights? Or is it causing harm? Is it losing your temper? Is it freaking out in the middle of Stater Brothers? Where do you spend your money? We talked about at one point how every single purchase you make, every dollar you spend, can glorify God or not glorify God. And I suggested to you, and I still suggest to you, pay attention to where are you spending that because it makes you feel good, or are you choosing to spend it to glorify God? Which way are you doing it? Because everything down from the Starbucks coffee that you had this morning to the tithe that you put in the collection plate is how you spent your money. The unbeliever knows that. The unbeliever sees that. The unbeliever's looking for it. When someone comes new to church, one of the first things I see them doing when I was ushering was watching those tithe plates go back and forth and seeing who put what in where and who didn't put anything in. They look for that because they have great hypocrite radar. And they see it in every aspect of your life, even when you didn't even think about the fact, wow, he was looking over my shoulder right then, I didn't even know he was behind me. The biggest one, though, if I could offer one thing above anything else, is how you react to adversity. When the non-believer sees someone pass away, or you lose your job, or your house get foreclosed, or you lose your car, when they hear you say, I'm not worried about it, the Lord has his hand on it, he'll work it out, it's all going to be fine, I trust in him. And you mean it, and they see it in you, and you go off, and you're whistling a little tune, and dealing with your day, and you're okay with it. And I'm not saying things never stress you out. They're going to stress you out. They're going to stress me out. I was stressed out yesterday about some things. I got over it because I remembered that the Lord was with me. I remembered that I was an example of him. The same thing's true of you. But if you lose it, if you're breaking down, if you're pulling your hair, if you need to take a week off of work because you're so stressed out because of it, well, he's worse than I am. What do I want to become a Christian for? What do I want to have part of what he has or part of what she has in their life? How you react to a problem, whether it's venting or depression or whatever, speaks volumes to the unbeliever. Because think about it. You just had your house repossessed. Your car was just totaled and the insurance didn't cover it. Your mom, your dad, your sibling, your spouse just died. And you're upset about it, but you're moving forward and they're hearing you say, God's got his hand on it. I'm okay. It makes them reevaluate themselves. And then it really makes them reevaluate yourself when your car does get totaled and then all of a sudden there's a solution. All of a sudden that money's there. All of a sudden someone's provided an electricity transportation. All of a sudden that job offer comes up and the solution's there. It should make the Christian especially, but also the non-Christian go, wow, there really is something to me turning this over to Christ. This really is something about me letting go of my feelings and choosing the way of Jesus Christ.